else.
Well, that's just another example of added stress to the holidays, right? We know many of you have family or friends coming into town, holiday parties to go to, a whole lot of shopping, maybe even some traveling. For some, it really is the most wonderful time of the year, but for many others, it can also be a really stressful time too. So on this Wellness Wednesday, therapist and life coach Julianna Lyddon of Connect with Julianna is here to help us deal with all that stress. Keyword, as a team. Yes, we're going to do it together.
Yes.
Okay, so first off, you say you need to break it into two parts.
You do. You need to break it into the couple and then the kids or the family and kind of integrate it, because teamwork makes that dream work, right?
I always say that to the kids.
Know, it's so
and then they roll their eyes at me.
Exactly.
Yes. So we're going to start with the teamwork. You said the family. We're going to start with, oh, no, wait. You know what? I want to do the couple.
Okay.
Let's do the couple.
Great. Yeah,
you say divide and conquer.
Yes. So you need to find out exactly what the expectations are, because you'd be so surprised. We often assume that we know what the person, your partner, wants to do, and maybe what they really want to do is just relax for the holidays, but you're envisioning going to, off to see the extended family or something.
Yeah.
So get that plan down, exactly what it is you want, so you can get those expectations between the two of you.
Yeah, because we're not mind readers.
That's right.
Exactly. That's what I tell my husband all the time.
So true.
Okay. Next, you say you need to collaborate.
Yes, collaborate. So you're going to break down what it is you're good at.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe you're good at wrapping the gifts. Maybe he's good at cooking, whatever it is. But you've got to sync those calendars. You've got to take it to another level. Because here's the thing. We have control. We can make this plan work because it's so wonderful. Think of the time you had trips that went really smoothly because you planned and organized.
Yes.
Right? And then the ones that didn't. So
there was no planning involved.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So sync together. Get your heads in it. As a couple, make it happen.
I love that. Okay, next up, we're going to plan now for the family. That takes a little work because there's, various players involved.
Sure.
And you say start with needs versus wants.
So you're going to get the kids together, depending upon how old they are. And again, you're going to do the same thing. What does the holidays mean to them? Bring them in. A family is a unit. So you're going to teach them that if each person has their job, they're held accountable, it works so well. And that you may find out they just want to watch holiday movies, right? You can then help them, tell them you need to wrap, make gifts for grandma and grandpa, whatever it is. Find out, bring that joy into that preparation.
Because the worst thing, parents, you know this, is doing something that your kid doesn't want to do.
That's right. And then you have to hear about it.
Right? Trust me, I did that last night with Zoe's concert choir. Zach was like, okay, so anyways, next up, you say you should delegate, age-wise, because again, something for a 10-year-old isn't going to be fitting for somebody who's 18.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And then that creates fights, because then they start fighting among each other. Well, I wanted to do that. Well, that's not fair. So you're really listening. You're really spending time letting them know what they think matters.
Yeah.
And they want to be held accountable and part of the unit, right?
And I feel like you hit on something. I feel like a lot of times we want them to do what we want to do.
That's right.
Right? We think it's so great.
Yep.
And that you're gonna have so much fun. And they're like, no,
it's
really.
not my thing, not my jam,
no,
right?
Not at all.
So if we start listening, then it's going to be like that trip that goes well.
Yes.
You're going to have all of the things just smooth sailing. Yeah. Everybody's happy. No meltdowns.
Bottom line, you need to make a pact with your partner.
Yes. So this is when you're going into that, because not everybody gets along, right? We've all got those family members and friends. You need to do this kind of thing with your husband where beforehand
I'm physically going to do that with him.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're like, look, you have to have my back.
Yes.
If there is a confrontation, you need to pay attention. Help me diffuse it. Yeah. If you're in the kitchen and you see me and you're like, I need help, get in here. So when we know someone has our back, our partner, we can do almost anything.
Yeah. Support me.
Yes. And it's the plan.
Yeah.
Don't assume.
Right.
Plan it.
Right. So true. That is such the key.
That's when I see fights with couples, because they just assume it, you know?
I can attest to that. Exactly. All right, Julianna, always so great. And coming up in our next half hour, we're going to continue Wellness Wednesdays and talk about how to be financially fit during the holidays, because we're all shopping. So we're going to tell you how to stick to your budget. Troy?
Yeah, nobody